Okay, now it's showing that it's live. I've been trying to figure out, like, why is this not working? Got it. Yay, we're live. Woohoo. Home Estas L. Yay. DSP's in his chat. He's just refusing to actually do anything. What, you guys want me to work? Oh, that February 145. Oh, it's 148. Holy shit. Actually, 150. Why is the time on my computer off by like a minute? Off by 2 minutes. Huh. Yeah, it's 150. He's 5 minutes late already. Apparently, the clock is lagging. How's it going, Greg of Lake? Oh, there we go. Now I finally decided to start a stream. Working in an office? Oh, terrible. Did they pay you right away, or do you have to cry and beg them for more money right now? Thugs on the floor. Terrible. How dare they expect you to work and not get paid immediately? Well, you gotta wait a whole week for your paycheck? How dare they? Not imagine having to beg every single. Like, oh no, I gotta wait until Friday for payday. How terrible of a life. I'm gonna wait until Friday to get paid. Guys, I worked on Sunday. They didn't pay me immediately afterwards. This is bullshit. I worked a whole shift and they didn't pay me right away, guys. I mean, just that lifestyle, it's insane to think that, like, when I first heard about Dark Side Phil from the Down the Rabbit Hole video, I'm like, oh, this can't be real. There's no way someone's actually like this. Actually watch, like, no, this is a real thing. Like, he actually acts and talks and does this. Alright guys, I gotta be right back. Use the restroom and apply my cream onto my hand for the day. He is going to milk that fucking eczema shit for the rest of his life, isn't he? You guys want me to get this paperwork done by the end of the day? What if I do? Will you tip me $500? What? You won't? Then why should I do it? You're banned. Makes me think of the one Berleezy. I don't know who Berleezy is. What were they up to that they actually got banned, unlike DSP? It reminds me of a comic of the guys at work playing a game when his boss shows up, like, should you be doing that? Hold on, just like I gotta defeat a boss first. Turns around, punches the boss in the face, gets back to the game. Can you imagine DSP? Well, obviously DSP wouldn't do that because that'd be physical violence, and he can't do that. Too weak for it. Can you imagine he's at work playing a video game, then someone has the audacity to tell him stop playing video games at work? I did like 10 minutes of work. I need to relax. You don't expect me to work constantly, guys. I'll die if you make me work constantly. Oh, I heard about Hate Army. And the hopefully they can challenge and get the channels back. I like that he's about to drop a Warzone now that you can't do the challenges anymore. Guys, I'm not doing those anymore. But if I do make it top 10, you want to give me all your money? That'd be great. No, bounties ain't a thing anymore. Can't do bounties, and my Chad detractors reported me for banning people for not paying out. I know, right? Like, as soon as he was unable to get all the tips from the game, suddenly it's a really bad game. He's bored with it, guys. He doesn't have fun playing it anymore. Would you still have fun if you were getting $150 plus in tips every stream? No, it has nothing to do with the money. Why'd you suddenly get bored with it as soon as the bounty stopped? Shut up, you're banned. Or. It's like, oh no, I played Hollow Knight and I got 0 super chats or tips. Oh no. Guess what? Hollow Knight is still a great fucking game. I actually kind of want to play more of it after this. But guys, you haven't given me all the money. How can I keep playing Hollow Knight if you don't give me all the money? Oh wait, because Hollow Knight's actually a really good game. Like DSP actually like playing video games. Last night after the Pro Bowl, my friends and I, one friend has a R10 launch monitor thingy for golf, and another friend has a really big garage, so we can set up the net, set up the mats and all that for golf and everything. Alright, we're going to play at this course. My friend Steve finished at +4 over on 9 holes. The one finished at +5, and I finished at +27. I was not having a good time. I mean, I was having a good time, I just sucking at life. Space Cat's here. I do made a video about Christian. He decided to stick around for a little bit. Yeah. Oh, he was doing that. Guys, it's an extra $10 up. Yeah. Like, he's just making all these weird ass faces and making all these weird noises. Just stall. I was about to tip me, no, $10 pay for this, right? Nope. DPS report. Make sure you got a cover sheet on there. Coming out tomorrow on HBO, or Is this still HBO Max? I think it's still called that. I keep hearing that they're going to change the name of it. Space Cad's from Planet 9. There was a really, really old movie, either Space Cat or Cat from Outer Space, something like that, where he crash lands and he talks to the one guy, you know, with his collar, he's able to, like, move stuff around. It's a really old movie. I haven't seen it in years, but I still remember it. HBO Max later. That's good then. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google that now. Is it Cat from Outer Space? Pretty sure it's a Cat from Outer Space. Yep, the Cat from Outer Space, 1978. God, that's forever ago. Cost $4 million to make. Basically has all the catnip. Man, that's... God, now I really feel old. Really? There's no other movies that I remember seeing it when it came out. And it's like, yeah. That when it came out. And it came out in 1978. That means you're old. Fuck. He does, but Senda's a bitch, and he didn't feel like risking my channel to deal with that dickhead. Unfortunate. And still keep track of him every now and then. Just can't make videos about him because he's a dick. Like, oh, he's still crying, begging guys. If you don't give me all the money, my kitty's gonna starve. And then, you know, shows up the next day with a brand new electronic device. Space Cat loves Jason Todd. That's because he became Red Hood later. If you like him when he was Red Hood, then you don't like him as Robin. You like him as Red Hood. Says otherwise. I was glad I watched the Pro Bowl, because usually the Pro Bowl is boring as hell. Oh, we're going to change it. We're going to have skill competitions. We're going to do different things. We're going to have multiple like parts of the game instead of playing like a regular game. And no Peyton Manning and Eli Manning as the coaches. It was a good time. I only have one more NFL game for the year until September. Well, August for preseason. But then we get XFL. XFL's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming. XFL's coming back. We still believe, we still believe. DSP, good morning all. Well, yeah, you said that, no, 10 minutes ago when you were supposed to be starting the stream. And say we had to listen to Instant Death, Instant Death. I wanna play the game. Yep, The Rock. Well, the group that The Rock co-owns with his ex-wife, I think. Pretty sure it's his ex-wife own that. Which is why you got the Brahmin San Antonio Bulls.
I hate this idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game?
Of course, he doesn't want to play the game, dude. That would mean doing something besides sitting there playing WWE Champions. Matthew, Exia, Zach, how's it going? Andy Garcia, that's his ex-wife's name. So, isn't she also like still his agent? Like, how are you divorced, but then she's still your agent? But then again, hey, he makes money, I make money, so she's still gonna be treating him good, I'm sure. I can't wait. Got my DC Defender shirt all ready to wear. Although my friends are like, well, the reason we chose DC Defenders last time was because Cordell Jones, former OSU quarterback, was their quarterback. But this time we can choose a different team to root for. And they're thinking Vegas Vipers, because, hey, you want to go see a Vegas Vipers home game? Let's go to Vegas! Woo! It's like, that could be cool. Go see a home game for the Vegas Vipers, go to Vegas. I don't like the NFL. Well, what the hell? Unlike the NFL, where the most expensive part of seeing an NFL game is the ticket, this time it's going to be flight and/or hotel. Oh, we're about to start the podcast, guys! Space Cat doesn't have a Gundam. He doesn't have opposable thumbs. Maybe those were the joysticks. Yeah, it's like, is it gonna be? It's like, oh hey, the Brooklyn Nets have already given up, really? But maybe the Brooklyn Nets know something that we don't know.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. This is the Level 1 podcast where we're busy having fun down here on Level 1. And, of course, I am your host,
DSP, the Pig Roach.
Accompanying chatter by some loud birds outside today. They are quite active and very, very vocal. What are you guys saying? What's that?
You just did DSP right now?
Of course, because now I'm talking to them. Now they clam up. Just like Jasp. Oh! I think. Oh!
The fuck kind of clown mode bullshit is this,
they're
DSP?
saying something about the Hogwarts Legacy reviews. The early reviews are in. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about
there's literally
this
2
morning.
enemies and like 4 spells.
It's very interesting what's going
Yes,
on right
exactly.
now.
Not a clown,
Legacy.
guys.
I would like to address this on today's podcast because after we get the nonsense out of the way today, tomorrow it's Hogwarts Legacy Day, where I'll be talking about
Really
my
fries are
history with
good.
Harry Potter
For
personally.
Rally's fries.
Tomorrow we'll also be taking an online Harry Potter quiz live on the show to see, where I fit into the realm of Harry Potter. All right, and possibly even give us some guidance on a school that I should join.
There's no pig roach.
When we play the game tomorrow, okay? Today, I think we should address the nonsense. We will. We'll talk about this on the
Yes, you are definitely
okay?
the nonsense here, DSP.
As a Level 1 podcast. How's everyone today? Today's Monday, the 6th of February, 2023. And I hope that you all are well. And I hope that you are ready for a fun and chill streaming day. We're basically going with exactly what I did a couple days ago.
I said then you cry and you beg for money?
It's going to be more Hi-Fi Rush here on the first stream, continuing on where we left off a couple days ago. And then tonight, a nice chill stream of Oblivion. It was funny because 2 days ago, all right, we did Hi-Fi Rush. And the people who were here and who liked the game were engaged and supported. But it wasn't a lot of people. It was actually
gave him $171.
People.
He got $171 in
live
tips.
Stream.
Who cares about?
Maybe Hi-Fi Rush works better as a night stream. So then the night stream came on, which was Oblivion. And we had a great time. And everyone, again, engaged and supported. And by the end of that Oblivion stream, I said, hey, guys, I want to propose something to you about coming up on Monday. Since Oblivion seems to actually be getting more interest than a lot of my other playthroughs, would you like it if I flip the streams and we do Oblivion as the main gameplay stream of 3+ hours of gameplay to give it more time, and then the night stream would be Hi-Fi Rush? And people were like, no, don't do that. Don't flip the streams. We like having Oblivion as a late stream. And if you make Oblivion a daytime stream, a lot of us can't even attend because we're people who can only show up to your late streams for various reasons, timing, work, stuff like that.
Work, and, school, real life.
And so I just left the streams as is, which is actually
beggar.
why today we're still doing Hi-Fi Rush as a main stream, despite the fact that, it's not getting tons of attention. I almost guarantee you today it won't, right? I guarantee you today, I got something in my eye. I guarantee you today,
no, you just like touching your face,
get that much
and you won't stop touching your face.
It's going to end up probably being a lower attended stream, okay? Which is fine.
Now I got 202 watching now.
And this is a game that, I'm playing because basically everyone kind of highly reviewed it out of nowhere. Although I don't really see where they're coming from with their 9s and 10 reviews. I think they're out of their minds. I think it's more, there's nothing else this year that came out that was really worth playing besides Dead Space. So people were freaking out about having a game that was on Game Pass. And it kind of way over-exaggerated the quality of the game.
He sucks at it. It won't hold his hand.
So, today should be a fun and varied streaming day. And I hope that you guys will join me, if you can, all day long. You can decompress my back here a bit. If you can, it should be a good day, right? Good variety of stuff
are you doing,
DSP? On stream today. And a few updates as well in regards to the upcoming Super Bowl event.
That is not licensed by the NFL.
Project.
I'm loving that gets shut down by the NFL because he's not licensed to play Super Bowl and all that.
And other stuff. All right? So it's a good show today. I got a good variety of stuff to discuss on the Level 1 podcast. I hope you guys are ready for some chatting fun. I'm actually using the violet background for the first time. That's right. There's different various colors in my background. For example, there's pure blue, and then there's purple. Well, I'm doing violet for today. Kind of matched the sunset kind of coloring up there in the Level 1 podcast border. It's like,
that you didn't make, someone else did.
Let's use it. Let's see how it works, right? Anyway. So, what do we talk about first? Man, there's a lot to discuss, right? There's a lot to go through today. I guess let's briefly talk about the schedule. So, today, it's Hi-Fi
No one cares about your schedule.
Stream, and it's going to be more Oblivion on the late stream, all right? Tomorrow, it's Hogwarts Legacy all day long. We're talking about Hogwarts Legacy on the podcast. All the gameplay tomorrow is Hogwarts Legacy. It's Hogwarts Legacy Day, all right?
Wednesday's his day off. Thursday
I'll be off from streaming on Wednesday.
Is Hogwarts,
when I return on
followed
Thursday,
by
more
Elder
Hogwarts
Scrolls.
Legacy. Okay?
Friday is One Piece Odyssey, followed by Warzone.
I'm actually thinking maybe we'll do more Hi-Fi Rush.
It's on your Twitter page, dude.
Shuffle the schedule around here. And then Friday, we'll probably do One Piece Odyssey paired with more Oblivion. And then Saturday, it is my Super Bowl Marathon event, okay? Where all day long we're doing sports-themed stuff. We'll talk about that
even though you hate sports.
And then basically the rest of the week is up in the air, but, I'm thinking balance Hogwarts Legacy and One Piece Odyssey as the daytime streams, and then balance Hi-Fi Rush and Oblivion as the night streams until we basically beat Hi-Fi Rush, which we're very close to doing, actually. And after today's main stream, we'll be about 8 hours in, and people say it's only about a 12-hour game. So as long as everything is correct with what people are saying about the game, then likely we will be close to wrapping it up. You know, come
Who's
next
this
week.
week? You got a mouse in your
All right?
pocket again?
So I guess we'll see. That's probably the balance. Now, the monkey wrench in this whole situation that could be thrown. I haven't thrown the monkey wrench yet. All right, I haven't. I'm holding back on.
Oh, you can't because your gouty hands can barely hold it.
Is that, as you know, I've been working on a project, a brand new thing. All right, that's not just normal gaming on DSP Gaming. It's something that I'm actually
it's DSP Reee's channel,
and not my hand breaking out in a rash and itching like it did, but actually I'm itching to launch and announce and get this idea out there.
Getting rid of video games,
get people engaged and excited for it. And I've been holding back, as you guys know. I've literally been holding back, not giving you details. And some people are very upset with me. All right, they're actually quite angry, and they said if you keep
no one gives a shit
holding out and not telling us, we're going to come to your house, all right? And we are going to give you an atomic wedgie, a double wet willy, and a triple nipple twist. Now, I only have 2 nipples, so I don't know how you can do a triple nipple twist, all right? But the threats are finally getting to me. So I'm kind of like thinking perhaps I should just tell you today what it is, all right?
But you won't.
All right, so the DSP Mukbang show is hitting the road. We're going to be going from restaurant to restaurant, eating food.
You won't leave the house, so
their
this
signature
is
dishes
bullshit. We all know
live
that.
On stream. That's right. I'm going to live stream these meals.
No, you're
and
not.
review
You
them
ain't doing
live.
shit.
And we're going to be go coast to coast. I'm going to start the road trip here in Seattle, and we're driving from the northwest all the way down to the southeast of the United States, eating food in each state. It's going to be one of the best. I'm just kidding. I just totally made that up on the fly. That's not happening. That's not what I'm doing.
We know because we require leaving the
I'm
house.
not doing that. I don't know why. The moment you guys heard I was stepping out of my house, you should have known it was fake. Right?
Oh, told you. Of course he's not going to leave the house.
The absolute moment.
Wow, what a
When
hermit.
I told you I was leaving my castle, my home. I mean, do you understand how hard it is just for me to step over the moat around my house and get past those killer sharks? There's no way I'm actually doing that idea. All right? But anyway.
Of course he's not leaving the snort fort.
No, basically I have a really, again, I have an idea and I think it's a good one. And I want to launch it. And by the way, it's official. I am ready to go whenever. I could literally today say, you know what? Screw Hi-Fi Rush. I don't care about the game. We're going to launch the idea right now.
Wow, what a face.
But I don't think I'm doing that.
Not even to face some other
You do it whenever. Here, for me now, the issue is timing. Okay? It's all about timing. Because here's the thing. All right? Currently, I'm in the midst of so many playthroughs. I'm in the midst of One Piece.
It's going to be the end of gameplay. Holy
Rush,
shit.
I know we can beat Hi-Fi Rush within about a week. Okay? I know that. Oblivion is going to be an ongoing playthrough. That thing is never going to end. So that I'm not really concerned about whatsoever. That can, go on and on and on endlessly all year. And that's okay. That was kind of the point of the ongoing playthrough of Oblivion, is that it's a Bethesda game, and we know that these take forever, okay? But we got Hogwarts tomorrow, all right? And Hogwarts is big. We're going to talk, this is going to be a segment of the show today where we talk about the controversy around Hogwarts and how Hogwarts is blowing up, and everyone's going to be talking about it. Everyone's going to want Hogwarts, all right? Me too, including me. I'm now very intrigued by Hogwarts.
Is that why you've been picking up your skin as all your Hogwarts?
Knowing that, it's got to be a focus of mine. I can't just be like, oh, we're dropping everything to do something different. But if I'm already doing Hogwarts as a focus this week, and by the way, we got a Super Bowl event coming up Saturday. Oh, by the way, I also need to take time out this coming week to do React videos for people. Because my patrons,
you could do it anytime.
Their private React videos.
You do it on your day off. You do it after the late stream.
I haven't even discussed
you do it
doing
between
them yet.
streams.
And I owe at least 1, 2. I know I owe at least 4, if not 5 or more.
4 would be $200.
So
5 would be
I need to set a
$250.
time, a date, and a night stream, and likely I'm thinking it's going to be either Sunday or Monday of this coming week, where I'm not going to be streaming.
Right.
And instead of doing a live stream, I'm going to be doing those React videos. Okay. So that's what I mean. I have all this going on.
Horrific.
Now, when I'm already amidst all this other stuff going on, now I'm going to take more time away from my regular schedule to do and announce and launch a new project too. It just doesn't seem like it's the right time. It seems like if I were to right now do it, it would completely be lost in the shuffle. You know what I'm saying? That is true. Al Wright made a good point. He says, don't bother streaming Sunday night with the Super Bowl anyway. That's actually a really good point, Al Wright. You know what? I will set it absolutely in stone. Super Bowl Sunday, which is the 12th. I'm only going to do one gameplay stream that day. And then that night, we're not doing a night stream. It wouldn't even make sense to do a night stream that day. All right?
For once, he's not wrong. It would not make any sense
agree.
to do
that was a good point,
Super Bowl.
Al Wright. I mean, I don't even know why I didn't even think about that, but you're absolutely correct. A lot of Americans would not want to attend the stream Sunday night regardless because of the Super Bowl. So, there you go.
Because if
so
you watch
Sunday
the Super
night, I
Bowl
will
with
film
friends
private
and
reaction
family
videos
and
for
having a good
patrons. If you're a
time.
patron of mine, I owe you one. There you go. Now you know what's going on. Makes sense, right?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
YouTube
See,
won't
here's the thing. I would love to announce this event, this project, but if I do, then you're gonna be like, okay, so when does it? When are we doing it? When's it start and everything? And I'm like, well, I don't know yet because I'm too busy with everything else. Like I told you, at the latest, I was gonna announce it on Thursday, February 16th. Okay, that's the latest. So by the 16th, I will announce it. But I'm almost thinking, all right, that perhaps I should announce it this Sunday. All right, so Saturday would be the Super Bowl event, and then Sunday's daytime stream would be my big announcement, where I announce the new project. It launches officially. All right, I tell you the skinny, and essentially what I would do is that would be the main stream of the day, and there would only be one stream that day. Okay, that's it. Just one big stream on Sunday, the 12th, Super Bowl Sunday, to announce the new event and everything going on around it.
Under-deliver like he always does.
And then I would return to regularly scheduled gaming on Monday. So basically, we'd have Thursday, Friday, normal gameplay streams. Saturday, the Super Bowl event. Sunday, this big announcement. No late stream, because when I would normally be doing a late stream, I'll do my private react videos. And then Monday, we're back to normal stuff. Fair enough? How does that sound?
He's so hyping this up. It's like it's going to be a nothing burger, like always, though.
How does that sound? Sounds good? Doesn't sound good. Sounds terrible. Awful idea. Terrible. No bueno. Oh, okay, I'm just being... actually, Big Papa Phil says sounds good. Literally says fine. Anton says bueno. Anchang Ferber says thumbs up. JJ Yanez says we all know it's DS politics. Shit, I did have a slide for that, and I forgot to put it into the show today. I'm serious. I had a politics slide.
DSP discussing politics would be hilarious.
Hold on a second.
The way he sits on the fence on everything.
What is this?
Guys, I'm not sure this new bill to make it illegal to blow up
Hold on.
schools is good or not, guys. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it should be illegal to blow up schools? Derek says it's a bad idea, but this paper who gives me a lot of money says no, it's actually a good idea to make it. I just don't know, guys.
It wasn't that. I don't think I have it. Is it here?
We invade Canada, take all their maple syrup.
Oh,
I don't like maple syrup, guys. Too sweet for me. It hurts my teeth. No, I don't have bad teeth.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone jumped the gun, and someone already found out early, which I wasn't intending. Ladies and gentlemen, my new idea, breaking news. It's getting spoiled today because someone already figured it out. All right? Launching this Sunday. DS Politics. Your one-stop destination for everything political. We're going to go left. We're going to go right. We're going to go everywhere in the middle. We're going to go woke. We're going to go broke. But then we're also going to go ultra-conservative at the same time. We're going to explore every direction possible. DS Politics. Starting this Sunday. The launch is official. You guys have done it. You figured it out. I can't believe that you guys are so smart. That you absolutely found it out. Defund the police. Wow. No, we're going to... First, we're going to defund them. Then we're going to realize our horrible mistake, and we're going to totally double fund them. That's what we're going to do. That's right. We do everything. Let's go, Brandon. We're going to do that. We're going to... Here we go. We're canceling J.K. Rowling. We're going left and right at the same time. We're basically going to be completely polarizing.
Now you're going to be sitting on the fence.
All right. Obviously, I'm kidding. That's not what we're doing. You know, someday, perhaps. It's funny because, it's definitely funny because, like I told you,
sit on the fence on everything. We know.
When it comes to politics, I'm totally kind of in the middle of everything. Okay.
You mean you sit on the fence on everything?
Agree with some things from the left and some things from the right. A lot of the times, I'm very, like they say, I'm centrum. I guess they call me a centrist, but not really.
They call you a fence sitter.
I don't feel like standing in the middle also is the right take. Like in some cases, you have to make a stand one way or the other way, depending on your own personal belief system. But as someone who is not left or right,
money all the time.
I find it hilarious watching modern politics and laughing at these people that are ultra polarized one way or the other, and they're both idiots. Like they're both like little children, right? You know what I'm saying?
But you love little kids because they give you the most money.
It's absolutely ridiculous how these people don't understand that the world is not black and white, good and evil, right and wrong. It's not. As the older and older I get, the more I realize you have to find levels of compromise in between to find the right balance to help people, right? Otherwise, it's
like helping me, guys, by balancing the amount of money giving me a tips and the amount of money giving me in memberships.
You have to find the way that everyone benefits. That's what human society is all about. All right, but
that's why his ass all the time. He's always sitting on a fence. It's my way or the
highway. Well, you're an idiot. That's not how you go through life, you know. But that's just because, you know, I'm someone who's very different than a lot of the people I feel, and I've been through, you know, different. Because you're a pig roach, not a person. Perhaps. You know, I was raised in one environment. Then I kind of grew up in a different environment, and being exposed to all these different things made change me, you know. Anyway, all that being said, DS Politics launches this Sunday, all right? So I hope you guys are ready for DS Politics. You know, and here's the thing. One day, I might actually do that. This is all a joke, obviously. One day, I might actually do something like that, all right? I might. As I get older, I might be like, you know what? I think it's finally time. Right now, I don't feel like it's time. Right now, I am known mostly as a gamer on the internet. Let's be honest. 15 years of content.
The people know you as a gamer. All right, great. The other people know you as a guy masturbating in front of children.
Who plays games, you know, and has done embarrassing stuff. I would like to forget the embarrassing stuff and just focus on.
Would have been hilarious if I actually tried to do that.
But
imagine pissing off everybody.
To broaden my horizons. I'm trying to diversify myself. In the last year, with this podcast, I feel like I've done that. With the
but you've always done the podcast. You just called it a pre-stream.
I started doing that, and so with this new project, my hope is that this will continue. And eventually, people will know me not just as that asshole who plays games on the internet, but eventually as someone who does other stuff too. And then if I wanted to broaden my horizons and start tackling some really serious things like this, all right, then maybe I could. But the thing is, I have to get to that point, and I don't feel like I'm at, I'll be honest, I just don't feel like I'm at that point yet, okay? I feel like if I were to try to do something like that, I would not be taken seriously. Okay? So we're not going there yet.
You won't be taken seriously no matter what.
I would like that eventually, to be able to share my thoughts with you guys on all kinds of stuff in the news and things going on, politics and the like. But I don't think that I'm there yet. I think we will get there someday. Okay? But in the meantime, how is this sounding? So today, let's go through the schedule again, just to reiterate, because we got a little sidetracked. Today, it'll be Hi-Fi Rush balanced with Oblivion. Okay? Tomorrow, it's Hogwarts Legacy all day long. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. Thursday, it'll be more Hogwarts Legacy paired with Hi-Fi Rush. Friday, it'll be One Piece Odyssey paired with Oblivion. Saturday, it's my Super Bowl Saturday event. All right. Oh, by the way, hold on.
Wait, you just got a tip? There's a delivery. Wow, he actually got himself a football.
The pigskin has arrived. It is here. It's ready for the event.
Hold it.
I'll be throwing this around the office all day long this coming Saturday. You ready? Go for a pass. Okay. So anyway, yes.
When was the last time he actually threw a football?
That's one of the props. Other props are arriving. In fact, one of the other props is supposed to be coming today. Okay, and then the other one's coming tomorrow. So everything should be here by like Tuesday. When the other prop arrives and it gets delivered, I'll probably bring it in. We'll take a look at it together and see what it is. So, Super Bowl Saturday. What are we doing this Saturday? Number one, I'll be dressed in NFL attire all day long. NFL props and silliness.
Attire.
Number two,
you're going to have one of your Dark Side Phil jerseys on. That's it. It's not going to be NFL attire.
On the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I guess.
Number three, I'll be reacting to classic Super Bowl ads of the past, which would be pretty fun to watch old-ass ads from the Super Bowl and react to.
Oh, that's getting
Number four,
pinned there,
I'll be
Greg.
doing a over the top rope battle
Pin
royale
message.
fantasy match.
$1 for
in
every yard you
WWE
can throw. I'll
2K22
spend 50
commentating
cents.
on it.
Yes.
Number 5. I'll be having some snacks during the course of the day. Notably, my wife is going to either make nachos or some kind of a big dip that I'll be trying out and snacking on over the day. In addition to that, we'll be ordering pizza that I'll be eating as a full meal during the show as well. All right, probably like a Feasting with the King pizza. All right, or DSP tries it, one or the other. And number 6, I'm going to take this pump and I'm going to blow you up. This is a pump that came with the football. That's all it is. So anyway, we got a lot going on this coming Saturday. It should be a fun event, good variety of stuff. I'll have some silly props. I'll actually be drinking beer, too. I'm going to buy some beer when I go out on Wednesday to drink during the event. It should be a good time, a good variety time. We never really do anything like this. I've never done anything sports-themed before. All right? So it should be a fun event.
Of sports games.
I hope you guys will join me this coming Saturday, February 11th, as a marathon all day long. It should be quite neat. All right? And just for clarification purposes, excuse me. Yes, this week I dumped a bunch of money. I dumped money buying Hogwarts Legacy early, which I wasn't planning on doing, and then I bought a bunch of stuff for this. So if you want to support the stream this week in the best way, tipping would be great. It would help to offset all the money. I spent almost $200 the other day that I wasn't planning on spending on this kind of stuff. So it'd be great if I could, offset that.
It's your guys' fault that I spent all this money, so tip me.
Catch. I'll never make completion.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Watching the ball like that. I got Butterfingers worse than the real NFL players. Yes, if you could support the streams and tips, that would be spectacular. Okay? What kind of beer am I getting, Alex? I don't know. I'm not getting shitty beer. Like, it was hilarious. The other day, after stream, I went downstairs and I said to Kat, so on Wednesday, when I go out, I'm going to go to the liquor store and I'm going to buy some beer. And she looks at me and she goes, tell me you're not getting Budweiser. And I was like, Budweiser? Oh. I said, why would you think that? And she said, because Bud is what they advertised on TV during the Super Bowl.
Exactly. That's why it should be Budweiser, because that's what they... If you were to get a pizza for your Super Bowl event, it should be Little Caesars, because Little Caesars is the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. If you want to drink a beer, it should be Budweiser, because they're the ones who advertise during that shit. DSP, how do you go, this is the pizza that sponsors the NFL? No, I ain't eating that. Oh, this is the beer they advertise during the Super Bowl? No, I ain't drinking that. That's peasant beer. I'm not a peasant. That's exactly why you should be drinking the Budweiser. Why you should be eating the Little Caesars. Because those are the NFL products. Jackass. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not great beer. But for his Super Bowl event, where he's going to be doing stuff for the Super Bowl, NFL, it's what he should be eating. It's what he should be drinking. Because it's part of the NFL. He's going to show up with some $30 for a 6-pack of beer that has never been associated with the NFL ever. And I can show up with a bunch of food that's never been associated with the NFL. Be like, what? What do you mean? Hot dogs are baseball, not football? Guys, it's all sports.
I was like, no, I don't want Budweiser. Budweiser's gross. I know my dad used to drink Budweiser. It's disgusting. It's like drinking piss water. You ever seen the Budweiser Clydesdales that they have in the ads for Budweiser? You realize that the Budweiser is it's their pee. They bottle it. Yeah. No, it's nasty. There's some good beer.
That's why you should be drinking it for the Super Bowl, because it's a Super Bowl beer.
Beer that's going to be canned. Because the helmet that I bought has 2 beer cozies on the sides for 2 cans with the straws. So I need to have cans so that'll fit on there. If not, then I won't be able to use it. So the question is, what can I get in cans? I guess I'll have to see what they have canned. I could just get local stuff.
Budweiser, they got that in cans.
There's tons of local brew out here. This is a big beer state, Washington State. But we could also look at other stuff, too, and see what else they got. And I'll get a few cans. I'll probably get like a 6-pack or something, to drink over the course of the day. So, we'll see what they got. All right. Magic Hat and Yingling are good canned beer, says Returnal. Okay. Or, like I said, I could look for stuff you never heard of, local stuff, right? Mike's Hard Lemonade in a can? No, I don't think I'll go for that. I think I'll skip that one.
I would look up what beers are associated with the NFL.
There you go.
And or Super Bowl, and then drink those.
All right. Like so anyway, yeah. So I'll be doing that all day long Saturday, so that'll be fun. All right. So then Sunday, will also be a different kind of day because Sunday's main stream, basically what I'm going to be doing is a level 1 podcast, and then I'm going to announce the big new event, the big new thing happening. All right? It's going to be it's one big stream, basically, I'm going to do, and it's going to be a big announcement event launching.
Holy shit, Doug. I didn't think the Sonic game would take that much graphics,
officially this coming Sunday. So that would be what, the 12th? Super Bowl Sunday. I'm announcing my big new project. All right? And that's all I'm doing because Sunday night then I'll take off from streaming to do the private patron react videos. That works perfectly. Thank you, Al, again. That was actually a really good idea. So then Monday, we'll go back to Hogwarts Legacy. It'll probably be like Hogwarts Legacy balanced with
I get to go
maybe
Natty
Hi-Fi
Ice.
Rush
I think
again. And then probably like Tuesday.
The only beer commercials I can remember from watching football is
that's where the
Budweiser,
needle
though.
is for the pump. It's in here. I was wondering, where's the needle for the pump? It says right here. It's in where the sticker is. Oh. I'll leave the sticker on. I don't need the needle. And then Tuesday, we'll leave it up. Maybe we'll leave it up in the air. Maybe I'll do Hogwarts Legacy again. Maybe we'll do some One Piece. We'll see. And then probably Tuesday night we'll end with like Oblivion. Okay?
What's
Fair
up?
enough?
Exactly. Of course, the bug.
All right, so that's where we're leaving it for now. That's the schedule for the week. I hope that sounds good. I hope that sounds interesting. The pigskin this Saturday. All right? Cool.
That's why it should be Budweiser. Doesn't matter if you like it or not. It matters that it's supposed to be a Super Bowl NFL football party event.
Now, guys, before we get to our discussion of Hogwarts Legacy, which I'd like to do this morning, all right, I would like to say a couple quick things. Number one, we do have a members goal for this month. So if you could consider becoming a member, it would be tremendous. Remember what our members goal is this month, ladies and gentlemen. It is the... It would be great if I know the name of it. DSP's Retro Games Challenge. All right? DSP's Retro Games Challenge. And if you're wondering what this is...
I teach Jasper's kid how to throw a ball, guys.
I'm going to be doing a special event marathon where I'm going to be playing older games like Ninja Gaiden. You can't see it because the art... Well, I guess I could just point to this. Ninja Gaiden. But also retro games like Mega Man and stuff like that. And what's going to happen is you guys are going to design challenges in these games for things that I should try to
level without using save states.
Setting.
No, that's bullshit, guys. I can't beat without using save states.
I've never done anything like that before, except 2 years ago. I had a special event for my birthday where I played Super Mario Bros. 2, the Japanese version, and we did a very similar thing. All right? You guys loved it. You said it was one of your favorite events I've ever done, but then we never did it again because then we had all the controversy with me getting kicked out of the Twitch partnership program and moving over here to YouTube.
And you were using save
trying to
states.
get back to work and all the stuff around
You literally
there,
walk 5
just
steps,
messed up
save
stuff for a
state,
while,
walk 5
let's be
steps, save
honest
state, walk 5
okay?
steps,
But now,
save state.
we've been doing other fun challenge run events. We've been doing things with Warzone. And I think this is a great...
Which, I mean, if you're playing for yourself and not for a stream or whatever, all right, whatever. It doesn't really matter that
a great event. Something, again, I haven't
But when you're using save states for a stream, like, guys, like me, retro gamer, and use
that's
save
right.
states.
Ninja Gaiden is one of those games.
No. Uh-oh. Is it me or him?
From my past, I was never able to complete. Never, ever. Okay? So it'd be absolutely amazing to be able to go back and play it and beat it. All right? But also, other classic games that I love, like the Mega Man games and things that are very challenging. So that should be pretty fun. Now, to make that happen, you got to either become a member, renew a membership that's lapsed, or gift memberships to the channel. We actually did gain a good amount of memberships yesterday. We got to 467, which was very nice. It'd be great if we could keep that momentum going. If we can get like 10 a day,
oh, that's not good.
Within another week and a half, we'll hit it. All right, but we need to keep that going. Yes, Lanuli says, "What about your Street Fighter idea?" That's a good idea.
Probably make lunch and then
why not go back and play Classic Street Fighter like
James
Super
Lesser
Turbo?
play
it on the highest difficulty setting, and then the chat would be able to pick what character I use, and I got to try to beat the game on the hardest difficulty setting without dying. Right? That would be like super tough, I think. But that'd be very challenging. I could try to do that too. That's a great idea because that's something that's right in my wheelhouse, you know.
I love it. You can't do bondage anymore. It sounds all challenge. They're going to challenge me to do this. They're going to challenge me to do that.
Anyway, I think that would be a great event. And
And
so
if I do it, then
please
they give me all
consider
kinds of money.
becoming a member, getting a membership, or renewing a membership if you want to see that happen. We essentially have 2 weeks to go to try to hit that, because there was a bunch of gifted memberships that hit around the 21st, 22nd of December, and those will expire around the same date this month. So we have about 2 weeks to try to hit this. Obviously, with Hogwarts Legacy tomorrow will be a good time to possibly become a member, maybe give some memberships to the channel and make that happen, all right? So, thanks in advance, everyone, okay? Some brief game news I'd like to cover, and then we can talk about the Hogwarts Legacy thing. So, some brief game news.
You're never going to talk about Hogwarts Legacy at this rate.
Ubisoft apparently is going to launch a program called Ubisoft Plus. It leaked because people actually found this logo online.
I thought you couldn't show your phone to us. What's going on? You can't show your phone to people.
Shows that there's going to be certain games under some Ubisoft program called Ubisoft Plus, that these games are going to be included with Game Pass. All right? So that's kind of neat. I'm assuming it's going to be very similar. I'm assuming it's going to be very, very similar for, what do you call it? EA plus EA whatever Play. The EA program is that's under Xbox. Why can't I think of it right now? EA Play, right?
EA Play, that's what
I think it's going to be similar to EA Play, where it's a subscription-based program that's already included under Game Pass, and you get sometimes free games and sometimes discounts on new games, and sometimes you get game trials for new games. I think it's going to be a very similar program for Ubisoft. I think what they're seeing all their contemporaries around them getting success with their programs, and they realize if they kind of jump on the same bandwagon, they'll also get
that. That's one of the reasons why his phone is so old.
I think they want to be a part of that.
He upgrades, he might lose his WWE Champions account.
Yeah,
he doesn't
so
want to
I
do
think
that.
we're going to see that.
Can you imagine going with a phone that's like 5 years old because, guys, if I upgrade, I'll lose my WWE Champions account.
I think that like they're ready to
my
launch
WWE Champions account.
They'll be announcing it.
Spent over $100,000 on that thing.
Corner in a month or two. You know, it's actually like 3 or 4 months, but likely it's coming very soon. All right, so that's kind of interesting. Now the next story is the one that I want to talk about for the meat of the podcast. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see something here.
Is he waiting for the delivery driver to get there with his new goodies?
Come on up, buddy. Come on up. People want to see you.
Oh no, he's kidnapping Jasper.
Here he comes. I wanted to summon the Jasper kitty, which I have. I've summoned the cat because my wife went to work while I was doing the podcast here. And so he was by himself downstairs. I said, no, Jasper must join me here in the office. So he is available, and he will be here for this stream today, just so you guys know. If he wants to be in here, you know, I give him the option to join. And so he's here right now, and perhaps he will jump on the chair and make his presence known on the stream. The good Jasper cat. Right? Right, Jasper? Jasper kitty. Right?
There it is, Jasper kitty.
He won't talk now. Again, he clammed up. He clams up whenever he comes in here. Anyway, so let's talk Hogwarts Legacy. So the early reviews are coming out, and it's quite interesting because basically there is a school of thought around the game. All right? Basically, there were a lot of news outlets that were putting out articles, and these articles said something to this effect, okay? Hogwarts Legacy, you know, cannot be fairly reviewed because of its association with J.K. Rowling, all right? Now, do I really have to go into detail about the situation? I guess I do. All right, let's talk about this. J.K. Rowling is the author who wrote all the Harry Potter books. She created the Wizarding World, all right? She's the one who ultimately a lot of the royalties for anything Harry Potter or Hogwarts or anything in that world related go to. She makes bank on every single thing that has to do with the Harry Potter universe, okay? Basically, I don't want to get into the politics of it. I don't. But basically what's happened in the last decade.
Just said like, oh guys, I want to do DSP politics.
Activists.
Now suddenly, I don't want to get into politics.
Why? Because apparently at one point she made a public comment, all right, defending women and women's rights. She was actually seen as a feminist leader at one point, okay? And I guess when she saw the trans movement going, she felt, I guess, that maybe in some cases it was actually taking away the power of women. I don't know, because again, you want to talk about something I don't have a vested interest in? It's this argument, right? Like, I just have nothing to do with it. So
I thought you were an ally, DSP.
Anything. But I guess
you little fan art during every pre-stream talking about how much of an ally you are
about women and trans people. All right, I don't even know what the statements are. All right, but basically what ended up happening was she made these statements, and they were taken in a way to be seen as very offensive to the trans community. Okay, I don't know if that's how it was intended. I don't know, but all I know is her statements have been basically seen as offensive to the trans community, or possibly just harmful to the trans community. Maybe not intended to be offensive, but to the point where the trans community said, well, even if you don't intend for them to be, they are. I guess she's kind of said things to the effect that trans people are not true women. Something like that, okay? Again, I'm paraphrasing. I have no clue. I'm not involved in this argument.
Remember, he wants to do DSP
one way or
politics.
The other, or disagreeing one way or the other. I'm just trying to relay the situation of what is going on. Okay.
There's DSP politics, but
so,
I don't get political about this, guys.
Some people hate this woman now, and they used to love her. Oh my God, Harry Potter and the Wizarding World, I loved it. And then when I found out her stance on transgender, oh my God, I can't stand her anymore, and I hate her, and I can't follow Harry Potter anymore, and I can't do this and I can't do that. Okay. On the flip side of this, some people are like, no, this is ridiculous. If you actually follow her comments, she never intended to say anything offensive, nor was she trying to. But here's what happened. It's basically one of those situations where, what do they call it? The Streisand effect? That's what they call it. For those who don't know what the Streisand effect is, many years ago, Barbara Streisand found some satellite images of one of her homes on the internet. She didn't want anyone knowing that was her home or knowing about it, so she tried to wipe the images off the internet. Because she did that, the images blew up, and literally everyone knew that that was her house. So essentially the Streisand effect is when you're trying to stop something, you blow it up to the point where it becomes way bigger than it ever would have been, and it backfires. Okay? So what I feel happened in this situation with the Streisand effect,
politics channel,
I don't think that J.K. Rowling, with her comments on women or the trans community,
imagine the ultimate fence
was trying to talk about politics. But what ended up happening was it was taken that way. And once it was taken that way, it blew up to the point where now she was faced with this situation where she was either going to go all in or she was going to back completely out, right? It's one or the other. So what did she do? She went all in. Not only has she backed her comments, she's doubled down, she's tripled down, she's quadrupled down, she's 1,000th down on her comments about this, to the point where now there is an insanely polarizing argument going on all over the internet about J.K. Rowling. It's either like you...
Why is my internet doing this now all of a sudden?
Love this woman and her staunchness for her comments and sticking up for her beliefs, or you hate her guts because what she says is incredibly offensive to the trans community. So it's one or the other. And again, like I was saying earlier, with politics and things, there's no middle ground here. It's either like you have to love her or hate her for some reason, okay? In my opinion, I don't care about any of it. Because here's the thing. It is the Streisand effect. I didn't even know about J.K. Rowling or her comments at all. It wasn't until these people online who blow things up and make them into these big tizzy drama events that they did that anyone even knew about it. Who gave a shit about who the author of Harry Potter, what she cares about trans people? Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
I don't know, right? Millions of people around the world that
you might as well ask Papa John, right, about his thoughts about Ukrainian refugees, right? Who gives a fuck what Papa John thinks about that, right? You know what I'm saying?
I say DSP, for someone who doesn't care, doesn't give a shit, sure are going on a big long rant about this stuff.
It is the Streisand effect, okay? So, what ended up happening was, the last several years, I'd say 5 to 10 years, when you look online about J.K. Rowling, it is this big polarized thing. And if you haven't noticed, it's weird because it seems like everyone needs to pick a side. So they'll ask certain actors from the Harry Potter movies, oh, I can't believe what Rowling has said and done. It's like, wow. Well, that's because it's Hollywood. And in Hollywood, you have to be on the extreme left, because if you're not, you don't get jobs. I know that really sucks to say that, but it's just true. Hollywood is very, very
Clint
liberal.
Eastwood.
And if you're not very liberal,
Clint Eastwood was very conservative.
Work,
so it gets work.
So who knows if these people who come out and said things like that,
almost like
even
this all bullshit,
believe what
DSP.
they say, you can't even really trust it because Hollywood is so leftist. Okay? On the flip side of that, no, if you like Harry Potter and you like the Wizarding World, you shouldn't be now seen as some kind of ultra-conservative right-wing person either. I just don't understand this at all. Like, this is like, it's such a horrible fucking situation where somehow Harry Potter has become a polarizing political thing. It's not. Okay? Harry Potter is not political. The people who want to make it political are idiots with agendas.
How do you know that it's not political?
Down their political traps.
You
okay?
just said you don't care, you don't follow any of this, you have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
But you're making these
and not
definitive
be
statements.
Political. It has nothing to fucking do with politics. All right? At all. Now, all that being said,
how would you know, Mister?
I
don't follow any of this. I don't know what's going on.
Here's the deal with
I don't
Hogwarts
care about
Legacy,
any of it.
Okay? Hogwarts Legacy is a game about the Wizarding World. Not Harry Potter, but very much the Wizarding World that was created by J.K. Rowling. Okay? Did J.K. Rowling write the plot? No. Did J.K. Rowling develop the game? No. Did J.K. Rowling have a hand in the game? No. J.K. Rowling had nothing to do with Hogwarts Legacy besides creating the original idea. Okay? So, when people come out and say, oh, you must completely boycott Hogwarts Legacy if you're pro-trans, because she's so
well, aren't
offensive
you
to the
DSP,
trans
Mr.
community and harming
I'm
the
an
trans
ally,
community,
whatever, in your
support
fan
Hogwarts
art every
Legacy,
day?
You're hurting trans people. That is one of the stupidest, most uneducated,
But you're the one with
idiotic,
the fan art saying that you're an ally,
one-sided,
DSP.
very, very, very sheepish mentalities I've ever heard in my life. It's just completely stupid. There's no logic to that argument at all, okay? The one argument that can be made, all right, is that
Give me money.
J.K. Rowling owns all of this shit, right? She created the Wizarding World. Therefore, yes, it is absolutely
Therefore,
true
you should give me all your
that
money.
things that are involved with Harry Potter and the Wizarding World will benefit her. Yes, sales of this game, likely she'll get some money from it, whether there was a royalty agreement or whether she licensed it and got paid for the licensing, whatever it may be, she made money, all right? And if your argument is, well, you
shouldn't DSP be boycotting this? After all, he's the biggest ally.
You're
His fan art says so.
Anti-trans, all right? I have a wake-up call for all of you, all right? And I need to have a wake-up call for the internet. I hope some people will listen. All right, you ready for this? Okay, hold on a second here.
Why are you rubbing your chin? Stop touching your face.
Do you honestly think that all the things that you buy in your life and spend money on are only going to fully humanitarian causes and or companies that really care about the
You think there are
human
problem
race?
societies and yet you participate in society. Curious. He's literally doing the curious meme. He's literally doing the curious meme. Holy shit.
Because the truth of the matter here, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's commercials on the screen that I misclicked. Hold on. Here's the truth, all right? The vast majority of money that you spend in your lifetime will go towards a company or corporation that doesn't care about you, doesn't care about your rights, doesn't care about anyone around you, and doesn't care about the bigger good of humanity. All they care about is themselves.
Is you giving me money. That's all they care about.
Your money, raking in your dollars, and becoming rich. And the sooner you realize that, and the sooner you wake up and become a realist, rather than one of these people who lives in a fantasy world of unicorns and rainbows, the better. This is not a nice, pretty world where everything is here to protect everyone and everyone cares about everyone else. It's just not. Okay? When you spend money, that money goes towards corporations that are probably doing messed up things. All right? It's not just J.K. Rowling in the Wizarding World. It's everything in life. Every dollar you spend is going towards some company that's probably keeping people down. All right? So enough with this high and mighty attitude that everything I do has to be woke and free, for the good of every group. It's not realistic. It's absolutely preposterously fucking stupid. And if you think that way, You're a sheep and you're ignorant. Now, I just clicked on
someone who doesn't have an opinion. He
I'm
sure
not
is opinionated.
that in your life, you cannot take stances that are very liberal and or pro-people, and there shouldn't be situations where you want to get behind a good cause and, you know, and do things that are good. That's different. What I'm saying here is these people who are like, you must boycott everything Harry Potter. You are such an idiot. Look at the clothes you're wearing. Guess where they were fucking made? Not a company that supports trans rights, I bet. Not so, you know what I'm saying? Everything's made in fucking China and shit. China. You want to talk about China? How much shit we have in our homes from China? Do you want to talk about that country and how they treat its populace? Really? Is this where we want to go? Come on now.
Holy shit, he's like
Let's be
so
real fucking realistic here.
weirdly mad
Enough
about
of this
this.
stupidity that we're all living this. Oh yeah, well no, you see, my fabric is only hand stitched by people who are fully supporting these causes, and I only drink fully vegan milk and other things, you know, non-dairy, fully vegan milk. That you're so full of shit.
He is so mad about this.
So
why?
It's so stupid. All right. I hate to tell
Why
you.
is he so mad about this?
Harry Potter is not the devil. All right. It's just so ludicrous. These things that these people say. Listen, I am for people being happy in their lives.
I am for people giving me money.
If you feel like you're in the wrong type of body when you were born and you think that you should be another gender, more power to you. Go for it. I don't care about that.
What is he going on about?
Go for it. But in no right does anyone have the right to point and say, you must live your life like this. Seriously. And if anything, this is very hypocritical because these people are like, well, you know, J.K. Rowling's statements are so offensive to trans people. You know, she's telling us that we're not really people or we're not really the gender that we say that we are. Fair enough. You could find that offensive and you have the right to find that offensive. That's your subjective ability in life, is that you can have an opinion. And that opinion,
why are you so mad about it? I don't get why he is so mad about this.
All right? But where do you get the right
so weird
to now tell everyone else they can't enjoy Harry Potter because something that the creator of Harry Potter said is offensive to you?
I find DSP offensive. We must ban all video games.
Here? She's telling everyone trans people aren't real, basically. But you're saying, oh, well, now you have to completely boycott something that you love because it's offensive. Wait, what? You're doing the same thing. You're doing it back. How do you not understand you can't fight fire with fire?
Why are you
it
so
doesn't work
mad?
That way. But these people don't. They have these crazy online, we must boycott everything. We must do that. That doesn't work. It never works. They do it a million times and it never ever works. It's just stupidity. It's outrage for outrage's sake. Look at me. Look at me. No, it will not work. If anything, it's monstrously backfired with Harry Potter, and in this case, with Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest pre-ordered games of the last few years. People are saying the numbers they're seeing are similar to Cyberpunk and Elden Ring. That the game might be that big of a game. It's that huge, right? Again, the thing that gets me about this is when these people, these activists,
that you have no
online, say, you must boycott Hogwarts
now
Legacy.
For
we're
20
making a
minutes about
running
it.
tally list of those playing Hogwarts Legacy, and we're blacklisting these people. It's like, do you not understand? You have created the monster. If you had just shut up and said, okay, we disagree with J.K. Rowling's
Oh my god, this is fantastic.
That's it.
You created the monster, now you've lost control.
Go away. You're the ones who blew it up.
Oh my
You're the ones
god,
who
this is
kept talking about it. You're the
fantastic. I
ones who
love
kept
this.
Saying, screw her, screw Harry Potter, boycott this boy. And when you did that, you created the monster. And now the monster is bigger than you ever wanted it to be. This is, I say, it shouldn't even be called the Streisand effect anymore. It should be called the Rowling effect. Because this is bigger than the Streisand effect ever was. Who cares about Barbara Streisand's house? This J.K. Rowling thing that was literally a non-issue has blown up into some of a humongous, ginormous issue. For no good reason. No one should give a shit what the creator of Harry Potter thinks about this. It's such a pointless argument.
It should only care about what me
So,
thinks about this.
Yikes. And what's funny about this is now certain news outlets, all right, were so leftist polarized that they were saying things up until this week like, oh, you know, Hogwarts Legacy cannot be fairly reviewed because no matter what, there's going to be a stigma of J.K. Rowling's comments behind it. No, there isn't. The game has nothing to do with J.K. Rowling and her comments on trans people at all. Zero. You create that association when you can't get over yourselves. Shut up about it and let that stupidity go away.
What is it about this game that is pissing him off so much?
Maybe
like,
some of the things Rowling said
he
were very stupid.
Like, he doesn't go about this about any other game.
Down
what is it about this game that pisses him off so much?
She's like, just leave the fuck alone. No, you want to talk about it? Fine, I'll talk about it. How about this, motherfucker? And she basically clapped back so hard that now the situation is so much worse. Everyone just needs to learn that not everything in life is not something to blow up into some kind of an online tizzy situation, okay? Literally, the thoughts of this woman, I could not give two shits about. Tell us
why are you ranting about this for so long? Then I care.
Anything else, I don't give two fucks, right? Because you'll be shocked. You want your favorite celebrity, some of your favorite people in your life probably have opinions you don't agree with. Why do you care? That's humanity. That's literally the way of humanity, is that people will have different opinions, and sometimes they'll be offensive to you. So get over it and move on. If it means you cannot deal with that person ever again, that's your personal choice to do so. But the moment that now you project yourself onto others, and you try to say, hey, now you can't enjoy something that you've enjoyed your whole life because I say so, because something that person said is offensive to me, you've already overstepped your bounds. You're doing exactly the same shit. It's insane hypocrisy.
You can't say anything about Derek. You're banned if you say anything about Derek.
So all that being said, what happened is today the early reviews for Hogwarts Legacy came out. All right? And here's what happened. Only certain outlets came out with the reviews. And people were like, wait a minute. Why doesn't Kotaku have a review? Why doesn't GameSpot have a review? Because they put out articles earlier saying that basically this game could not be fairly reviewed. So guess what? They didn't get review codes. They got left out in the cold because they were being stupid about it and not objective. So because of that, they have no reviews. Oops. That's what happens when you expose yourself as a fucking biased journalism source. You can't be biased and be able to have a journalistic integrity. You know what I'm saying?
You have no place in this world to talk about integrity, DSP.
To the internet that they couldn't be non-biased, and therefore they got screwed. They got left out. Other companies did get review codes. And the companies that got review codes in general are loving Hogwarts Legacy. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. You know, I've seen quotes this morning that said things like, basically, Hogwarts Legacy is the Harry Potter / Wizarding World game you always wanted. It's the game that you've always wanted to play and never could, because before now, we had limitations of what game developers and consoles could do, and now we finally truly have the way to make the game you've always wanted if you're a fan of the Wizarding World. So, and it's funny too, because people are being honest. They're like, yeah, it's a little outdated. It's not exactly the most action-packed game, but at the same time, neither is Harry Potter. Like, look at the movies. Here's a wizarding duel. And then someone's body gets thrown. Wah! Or they get turned into a mandrake or something, right? It's not the most exciting thing. These people aren't doing flying fucking kung fu moves.
You don't know what a mandrake is, DSP. Shut the fuck up.
A little wand wiggling around or whatever, right? So, as long as you're okay with that and you understand where it's coming from, and you understand the lore behind it, you're probably going to love this game. But sadly, there are people who will probably have no concept of the Wizarding World. They'll play and be like, it's kind of boring. And, you know, fair enough. Maybe this game will not be forever.
DSP's already admitted he's never read the books. He's never watched the movies. He has no idea about anything Harry Potter. Yeah, here he is standing up for the game because... reasons? I don't know why he's making such a big deal about this. He's already said he has no opinion on it, but then he's gone on forever with a stupid little rant about a game he doesn't know anything about because he doesn't know anything about Harry Potter. Like, the fuck?
Everyone. But those who've played it and have reference to the Harry Potter universe are saying it's like exactly what you wanted with a few shortcomings. They're being honest. They're saying, yeah, there's a few graphical bugs and issues that probably will be fixed. But for now, they are present in the launch of the game. You know, a few other things, you know, are in there that could be tweaked or improved. There's a few outdated game mechanics, but for the most part, the game is absolutely outstanding. And people are like, whoa. So not only did this game pre-order an insane amount, Because number one, people like Harry Potter, and number two, because of this stupid polarizing political shit on the internet, which honestly blew up sales for the game. But now the reviews are good. It's like, whoa. This could actually be not only an early game of the year contender, we could have another runaway hit like Elden Ring on our hands that no one foresaw coming. Okay? So this is quite interesting to me to see this situation. All right? But I'm not allowing myself to be influenced and or dictated to by an angry online mob of people who, even if I understand again, if you
but you're an ally, DSP.
or if you're a major supporter of the trans
you're an
community,
ally. Your
you feel
fan art
very
says
offended
so.
by J.K. Rowling's
How
comments.
dare you
I
betray
understand
your allies?
And I can't empathize, but I can sympathize that this is a community that's been treated like dirt. This is a community that for a very long time was treated like almost like the outcasts, like they had no place, that they were just wrong for feeling the way they felt. Can you imagine? Just think about this. And I don't want you to think about it in terms of gender. Let's say you just felt wrong.
Let's say you're an internet creator.
No matter what in your life, you felt wrong.
Breastfeed in front of children, you beg children for money, then the whole online community comes out against you.
Very big
you feel bad, wouldn't you?
All of a sudden, everything
feel
felt
terrible.
right. But now,
same
all of a
as
sudden,
me,
you have people treating you
me,
like a monster or like garbage or like scum because you want to do something that's a life-changing event. That's
because
the
you
best
want
for
to beg
you,
children for money,
right?
guys.
You're being ostracized.
It's exactly the same thing
by humanity for wanting to do something that you feel was a mistake. You know, maybe a mistake. These people feel like, in a lot of cases, they were born in the wrong body, in the wrong gender. And listen, I've told you guys my thoughts about the trans community before. That basically every
as long as they give me money, I don't care.
Is the same when they're a little egg. We're all the same, and it depends on what genes we get from the sperm that hits the egg that determines our gender, right? And I hate to tell you, we all start off one gender, and then we change to one gender or another. And in some cases, perhaps there's a problem there. Perhaps there's something scientific. I mean, this is not the first time that we've seen in history, you know, trans or in some cases homosexual attraction and things like that are not considered heterosexual the norm. Either a man, 100% man, 100% woman, man and woman must be together, right? These conservative Christian values and things, right? We've seen in history scientific evidence that this has happened over time. It's not, people are not making this up. This is stupid that people, well, it's just humans are just doing this now. No, it even happens in the animal kingdom, stupid. There's concrete evidence that this kind of stuff has happened in the animal kingdom. There's creatures that change gender. Are you aware of this? No, you're not, because you're stupid. People just think that, oh, well, I was raised one way. Well, then you're stupid. If you only were raised one way and you never looked outside that bubble you grew up in to see the actual reality of the universe around you, you're a fucking ignorant idiot. Go back to your bubble and leave the rest of the fucking world alone who wants to see things how it really is. All right? Seriously. So this is what I mean about me being middle of the road.
I'm so mad about this.
I completely
I don't get where this rant is coming from.
Community, and I see how horribly they've been treated.
Joe, how's it going?
And how it's very messed up that people treat them the way that they do. All right? At the same time, I can't believe that we're arguing about J.K. Rowling's thoughts. I don't give two fucks what she thinks. I mean, she might think peanut butter is better than, like, you know, chocolate. And I'd say, you're a fucking idiot. Are you insane? Now, some people will say, well, that's dumb because that's not offensive to people. It doesn't hurt people. Perhaps that's correct. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's a bad comparison. But you see, the point I'm making here is that if we didn't blow up her opinions, no one would care. I don't know why anyone cares. I don't. No one should. People should be like, why are you ranting for the past
20 minutes about this if you don't care?
So, yes, I will play Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, I will enjoy the game or hate it. Depending on, you know, what I honestly think about the game, I will judge it objectively. Not with a subjective opinion in the back of my head that the woman who created the wizarding world is offensive to trans people and harmful to them. Because that's not what the game is about. It's not. I can have the intelligence to separate these things from each other. Some people don't. I hate to say it. They just don't. They can't do that. They're just so... You know what it is, too? It's a lot about emotion. Because when you get so emotional about something, essentially now you can no longer be objectively logical about it. When you get so emotionally invested in a topic, now it becomes your end-all and be-all. You become incensed, immersed in it, right? It's your embodiment now, is this one thing. And I get that. I get that. I understand that. But you have to see past it. You can't live life like that.
You don't understand.
All you're doing is you're hurting yourself. To
leave the house once a week for 2 to 3 hours.
And anger.
That's
towards
it.
A person.
Every other moment of your life.
You don't like someone.
Stuck in the house.
Write them off. Okay, you know what? You're a toxic person to me. I write you off. You have nothing to do with me ever again in my life. I'm just not going to deal with it. And you know what? For some people, maybe they can't separate the wizarding world of Harry Potter from J.K. Rowling's comments. And if that's the case, that's fine. That's your ability to make that judgment for yourself. Do that. And if you say, I will not play Hogwarts Legacy, I will not watch Harry Potter movies, I will not support the Fantastic Beasts film series, I will abstain from all of it because I feel that what's been said and done by J.K. Rowling is so offensive. That's fine, and that is your ability to make that judgment. But the moment that you project that onto others and say they can't enjoy something because of your personal feelings, that's when you have overstepped your bounds and you've become that which you most hate.
Well, you've told your fans you can't enjoy detractor content, guys.
A lot more people need to start
enjoy detractor content, you're a fucking moron. And I'll
Very
ban you for enjoying detractor
Anyway,
content.
That being said, Hogwarts Legacy is getting tons of great reviews. I'm excited to check this out tomorrow. I really am. Like, I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be really cool from what people are saying. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a giant fan of Harry Potter. I'm not. In fact, tomorrow on the podcast, we're going to do two things. We're going to go through my history of Harry Potter. You know, what I know of the movies and other games and things. And, you know, what perspective I'll be bringing into the game. And also, there's a quiz that we're going to take live that I guess this quiz is supposed to be about Harry Potter stuff. When you take it, it'll place you in one of the houses or something like that. We're going to do that live tomorrow, too. Okay? So, we're going to do all that on the Level 1 podcast in the morning. And then we're going to jump into Hogwarts Legacy. All right? And I hope that it ends up being entertaining for everyone. I hope it's good. I mean, I spent a lot of money on this per your suggestions. You know, everyone telling me, Phil, you should definitely buy the more expensive version early. You know, you should play it on Tuesday. I need you to step up and tip me to make up for the fact that I spent money on it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing per your input, okay? So
you're not wrong, Greg of the Lake. He's never read a book.
Tomorrow. It should be an exciting day. Even if the game is terrible, I think it's still going to be exciting. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what it is. So. Jade says, sup. What's going on, Jade? Hobo X says, can I set up the quiz on stream? What's the point? What's the difference between here I read the question and answer it, or you see it on the screen? What? It's a podcast. It's supposed to be audio. I mean, yes, there's a visual component to it. It's supposed to be audio show. You understand that, right? So, what's the point? I mean, yeah, I could set it up. What's the point? It won't add anything.
Wow, he is upset about that.
Anyway. All right. So that's my take on the situation.
Why were you so mad about that, DSP?
Hopefully.
Take the quiz on the screen so we can see the questions and stuff. No, I ain't doing that. It's supposed to be audio, not visual.
Short on this at the end of today.
Why was he so offended by that?
Because I want that YouTube short to stand on my channel overnight so people will know why I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy tomorrow. So I have to summarize that half an hour that I just talked into about 1 minute. That'll be interesting. See if I can pull that off tonight. Okay. Speaking of YouTube shorts, there's a new YouTube short that's live on the channel today. It's from Oblivion a couple nights ago, and it is a focus of it's a focus of the extreme close-ups that keep happening when I play Oblivion. And it's obviously a funny take on that. But
exactly.
I think it's going to be
play the game early. You're a shill.
Like the Oblivion short.
I paid extra money, so I played the game early, guys.
Was it last week at this point? I actually don't even remember when I did the last Oblivion short. But basically, the last Oblivion short I didn't do great because it was Oblivion, and I feel like Oblivion is kind of like an isolated group of people who will enjoy it. So the short was, I put it out 2 hours ago. So far, has 500 views. Has a lot of thumbs up, though. That's good. I think more people will actually see it over time, right? Oh, actually, a bunch of people commented on it. I'm actually proving the comments right now. There's only like 4 people who commented on it. If you didn't see it yet, I don't want to spoil it, but give it a watch. I think you'll get a laugh out of it, hopefully. All right? And so tonight, I'm going to put out a short regarding this whole Hogwarts Legacy situation, why I'm covering it, and hopefully that'll dissuade any
because you need the money. You really do need that money to pay your bills. Yes, we know.
Crap on me or whatever. Not that I give two shit. Can you imagine if anyone on in this planet is immune to the woke mob trying to cancel them for playing Hogwarts Legacy? It's going to be me. You know, anyone
probably
else,
what he's
you know,
worried
big
about.
streamer,
He doesn't want the
maybe because they have such
people
a
on the
wide
internet to
audience
cancel
and they
him from playing
rely
the
on that
game.
audience to
That's why he's
support
getting
them.
so pissy
And they're
about
like,
it.
man, I'm gonna lose a lot of money if I play Hogwarts Legacy because a lot of my viewers are of this mentality or whatever. I think you guys know me. You know, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know that. I just explained my situation. I don't think I'm gonna be getting any. Oh, the woke mob's coming after Dark Side.
Not wrong,
I don't
Darkwing.
think so. I don't think anyone cares. Okay. Anyway, there we go. So that's it, guys. That's what I had to talk about today. Let's do some shout outs. We start off today on the YouTube side of things with Showtime, who did the first super chat of the day, and then we had Review China USA, who did a super chat. How exciting! Well, I'm just gonna abbreviate that because it's a very long name. Plus, you know, obviously it's a negative parody of Review Tech, so I don't want to give him any time on my stream. So, but thank you for the super chats. We have a tip that came in overnight. Okay, I hadn't even looked at this yet. As I told you guys, I would wow, this is an insanely long message. And it cut off because it's so long. So I got a $20 tip from an anonymous tipper. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's play an animation for the anonymous tipper. Let's get him on the leaderboard. But they wrote such a long message that PayPal cut it off. So I'm gonna read as much as I can. Okay.
DSP, I love you. Please
yes,
have my
PayPal
babies.
does have a character limit. I don't know what it is, but they do have a character limit. Okay. So here's what this person had to say. Thank you for the overnight $20 tip. I'm a longtime fan. I've actually never done any kind of donation before. I'm a big fan of your pre-stream podcast.
Hi, OIC.
Now it's called the Level 1 Podcast. I work the night shift. I listen to your previous day's show as I come home. I take my dog out and I do other things before settling down for the night. Thanks for the entertainment and giving us 6 days a week of podcasts to listen to. Most podcasts you only get once a week. Truth be told, I struggle with some PTSD for my career. Your podcasts are excellent. They're a consistent factor in my life that, along with other hobbies and a great family, that's a support system that keeps me going. I've been afraid to support because, you know, people document every tip you get and every super chat and membership, and they scrutinize it, so I want to remain anonymous. This is my first tip, but it will not be the last, and I want to say thank you again.
It's
you can add this to your
OIC calling
podcast
it
from
now.
Total in the morning. He also wishes that, I say he, but I don't know if it's a he. It could be a she. I hope that I hope you will give GoldenEye a chance. It is ugly, but it's a charming game and a real gaming masterpiece. And then sadly the message cuts off and says, I've been playing it as they gave it away for free to those who, and then it cut off. So I didn't get to see the rest of the message. Anyway, thank you for the support. Thank you for the message. I'm glad you're enjoying GoldenEye. I may or may not check it out. It is on Game Pass, so I may check it out. It's not in the cards for the near future, but perhaps at some point in the future. Okay? Cool. All right. Outside of that, guys, that's all we got for
that's
today.
totally OIC.
That's you know, the level of support so far. Thanks to people who are here chilling. Remember, many ways you can support this stream. Liking the stream. Okay?
Tipping.
That's one thing.
Give the memberships. Tipping. Super chats. Tipping.
Number 1, liking the stream.
Super
Number
stickers.
2, super
Tipping.
chat, super sticker. Number 3, membership, gifted membership. Number 4, tip. All those things are great ways to support the stream. We actually did get a good amount of support for Hi-Fi Rush 2 days ago. There was 3 or so specific people who came by just to tip for that game. I wonder if they'll be back today. We'll find out, I guess. But
hint, I wonder if they'll be back.
to
Wink,
have some
wink.
support on the stream. Even though it seems like it is pretty much one of the least engaged games that I'm playing right now. All right.
Come on, DSP, stop sucking
Andrew
my
Davis, no. Hogwarts Legacy unlocks midnight your local time, but in the United States, from what I'm to understand, it unlocks 9 p.m. my time. So it's like midnight Eastern time. Because Andrew's saying I'm seeing people playing it on Twitter and everywhere. Well, there's 2 groups. Some people are way ahead of me. Like right now, it's 12 p.m. my time. There's people who are ahead of me that could play it right now. I think in Australia, it's been available. New Zealand, it's been available. So certain places you can play it right now because they're all ready tomorrow. They're like 12 hours ahead. But there's other people who did get early copies, like review codes, and they have it too. So, and the embargo lifted today. So anyone who has it technically can play it and stream it on the internet today. But I'm, American. It unlocks 9 p.m. tonight for me, so I'll be playing it all
You're
day
a pig
tomorrow.
roach American, we know.
Konnichiwa, Juan David Ortega. How are you? Good to see you. Really? Andy Young says people are changing their Xbox location to New Zealand. Somehow it's working and unlocking the game. See, I know that doesn't work for a lot of games. Maybe they
It worked for Dark Souls because you did it.
Right? Perhaps they goofed and made this game that it works. I don't know. I'm not doing that.
Did it for Dark Souls 2, I do believe it was.
You says, you're too early. That's funny. You're way too early. Now I'm going to be playing it tomorrow, all day long. Okay? VPN?
For 5 hours.
Oh, I'm sure that's true.
All day long for 5 hours.
We're probably using a VPN and logging in at some different location, and then, and they're able to play it that way.
Last time I checked, 5 hours is not all day.
All right, so guys, we still got some time on the podcast. If you want to toss questions my way, and we'll do a little bit of Q&A to end the show today, that'd be great.
Why don't you just play the fucking game?
Yes, Nick. Thumbsing up. Oh, yay. Thumbing up the stream is how you like it. That's correct. That's how you give the stream a like. He just said, how do you do it? Andy says, yeah, you don't even need a VPN. FIFA was the same. The game just stupidly unlocks. They didn't do nothing about it. It's really dumb. When will I play Resident Evil 0 drawing things? I don't know. Our time to kind of do filler games is over. We don't really have time for filler games anymore at this point. So.
Says as he plays Oblivion, a filler game.
Time for it in the future. Lindley says, am I brave enough for Gryffindor? Oh, I'm brave. Let me tell you something.
You're a chicken
I'm
shit.
Brave.
You won't leave the fucking house and you gotta get a community
to
protect yourself from evil AJ. You're a chicken shit.
All right, Kagome, I'll see you tonight. Sounds good. John Smith said, would you consider having an occasional thumbs up animation to remind people to like?
Someone makes it for me.
Something you could do, but I could just say it too, which is what I try to do periodically during a stream. I don't think we need a whole animation for it, do we?
Unless someone makes it, then he'll use it. Obviously, he won't make it.
I've played a Mario Party game before. Yes, but not at length. I think I owned one of them many years ago, and I played it for a little bit. They've never been a major focus for me. I was hoping
because you don't have any friends to play with.
Mario Party game that would be free online, where you could just like play online with others randomly, like in a matchmaking situation. But I don't think they've ever done that, have they? It's only like if you have friends and friend codes, you could do it.
Only if you have friends. All by himself.
Yeah, I heard that there is a horrendous earthquake, like a super powerful, insanely dangerous, damaging earthquake that killed possibly thousands of people in Turkey overnight. I think there was other surrounding countries that were affected as well, but I'm terrible at geography. So I can't really tell you who it was, but I know Turkey. I saw videos last night of Turkey being destroyed, buildings collapsing, people inside. It's horrible. And apparently what it was a very insane.
You're really going to talk about this earthquake and the deaths from it instead of playing the game?
That was not expected or predicted, and it just shocked everyone. It's been like the first time in 500 years they've had an earthquake like that, and it was insanely bad. Like, the repercussions were terrible. So obviously it's a horrible thing. You hope those people recover.
He is talking about this instead of playing the game.
What's shocking when you hear something like that, what's shocking is apparently no one knew this was going to happen. That's just crazy. How did you not know? I hate this idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game? Or how do we not predict? You would think with all of our modern technologies, we'd know this kind of stuff. Now, but I guess at any moment, anything
here and talk
happen,
about this
right?
instead.
We live on a planet, and we are very much subject to whatever that planet throws at us, and it's scary to think. But again, I tell you, that's why people have these false conceptions of safety. Right now, Mount St. Helens right over here could erupt and explode, and soot thrown into the air, and people, right near it probably die, and there's nothing anyone can really do about it. We don't think that's going to happen. We hope that's not going to happen, but it could. A cat at any moment could jump on a chair and just, cause wreaking havoc on a stream, right?
Run, Jesper Kitty, run.
Really? Zebra says they're actually supposed to implement improved monitoring for earthquakes next month. It was just terrible timing. Jesus. Man, that sucks. Hello. Hi, Jasper Kitty. How are you today, buddy? Hey, Jasper Cat. Jasper. Jasper Kitty.
Ignore him. Ignore him. It's funnier.
Say anything. Jasper. Oh, did you hear him? He did make a noise. Jasper Kitty. I wanted him to talk, and he wouldn't talk. You silly boy. Oh, Jade, you're now watching One Piece? Jade has started watching One Piece. That's cool. Good luck, because isn't there like 42,000 episodes or something of it? Enjoy, but you're going to be watching for a while, Jade. The Newly says, when did you first start using the internet? When did I first start using the internet? AOL era? Dial-up era? So probably early to mid-2000s. It became prominent, I believe. Yeah. High school era. Yeah, high school. Because that was when you started to need to use the internet for stuff. Did I ever have a MySpace page? I think I did, but I didn't use it. I never was into the social media stuff.
Because you had no friends to be social with.
You guys think MySpace is old? You guys don't know Jack. I had a Friendster page, right? I was friends with Jason Cole on Friendster.
Friends.
Yeah. Yeah. GeoCities, baby. That's right. You guys don't know what was old school, bro.
I have all kinds of lasers in my spaceship. I'm a cat. We love lasers.
MySpace is new. MySpace is for the youngsters. You hip kids putting out your musical mixes that autoplay when you join the page. And I have to listen to your horrible music. ICQ Messenger? Nah. AIM. AOL Instant Messenger. AIM. That was the old school shit all the kids used to talk. AIM. What's funny is, little did we know, all that shit we were doing was completely unsafe back then, but no one really knew how to implement it for malicious purposes. Like back then, AIM was so unsafe. Anyone could hack that and find out all your information. They could probably find out your address, everything. But no one knew that back then. IRC, absolutely IRC chats. I was in all the time for Street Fighter. That's really where I was introduced at first to IRC chat rooms. Was the Street Fighter community would go into these chat rooms for different regions. So there'd be one for like West Coast, East Coast, Texas. Like each region had their own chat room. And the chat room would have a few dozen people in each one from each region. And in some cases, there'd be a general one that would have like tons and tons of people in it. Exactly.
Terrible, Wesley.
Websites didn't remove metadata from your images. No one even knew metadata existed. No one had any clue. You were taking pictures and putting shit up, and people could track your whole life, and you didn't know what was going on. How old is Jasper? Sadly, we don't know. Let me think. So when we rescued him, we were told, it was believed that he was between like 2.5 to 3.5 years old, right? So now, if you add, maybe he could be like maybe 6. We don't know. It's sad. I wish we knew. I wish we knew how old he was, but there's no
DSP's worse than LTG. LTG doesn't do enough shit to get noticed by a lot of people.
Data about Jasper when we rescued him. They just guessed, So, I mean, again, we've had him for what, like 4 or 5 years? I'm trying to even think now. Jeez. Wow, time flies, man. Holy crap. Man, time flies. Yeah. So, yeah, he could basically be like 6 or 7, maybe 8. It all depends on how old he really was. We don't know. Yeah. Did I have my own computer, or did my family only have one family computer? No, we had one family computer for a very long time. All right? And then in the late 2000s, I finally got my own computer. Late 2000s? Boy, I'm stupid. The late 90s. I'm so dumb. That was the dumbest thing I could have ever said. The late 90s, I got my own computer. It wasn't, but usually we had one shared family computer for everything. all through like most of my high school days. And then it was probably near the end of my high school years that I ended up getting my own computer.
And he's supposed to be playing Hi-Fi Fun.
Putting games.
You can see it's an exciting Hi-Fi Fun gameplay
that
stream.
I was playing on it. That was like the era of like when I remember when Quake and Quake 2 came out. Oh man, that was amazing to play those games on there. You know, actual 3D games. Wow, groundbreaking. So yeah, I would say, you know, no, it was shared for a long time, and then finally I got my own, probably around mid to late high school days. And don't ask me what they were. I have no clue. That's way too long ago. Hogwarts Legacy is tomorrow. We literally talked about this for the entire podcast. You just joined now, and you're asking, when am I playing Hogwarts Legacy? We're playing it tomorrow. You played a lot of Gmod, Gary's Mod, on your HP Family desktop in the 2000s. Oh, yeah.
Now you just sit there and stare at chat instead of playing the game. Sit there and stare at chat instead of playing the game. Stare at chat instead of playing the game.
How young was I when I had my first girlfriend, boyfriend? High school. I've talked about this before. Yes, I know there's a Stanley Parable remaster that has some added content. I am aware of that.
I'm not going to play it unless you guys give me money to play it.
Oh!
Big Pig Roach stretch.
What is my go-to news source? Truth Social, of course. Everyone goes straight to Truth Social.
It's Twitter. We all know it's Twitter.
No. I'm just joking. All right, any last minute questions? What was
or are you guys going to force me to play a video game? Please don't force me to play a video game. Guys, I'm begging you, please don't force me to play a video game on my video game stream.
Blown away by how good the graphics looked.
Pretty much staring at chat until the money falls out. Big yawn right to the microphone because he's annoyed because people aren't giving him more money. He already got $20, but guys, it's not enough. Give him more. He wants more. He needs
Teenage
more.
Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game in arcades. It was either late 80s or early 90s. Because that was, I had only played like Atari and NES. And then I went to, my friend told me about this arcade. He's like, you gotta go to the arcade. Games in the arcade look so much better. And I was like, seriously? And then he took, we went together and we played the Ninja Turtles arcade game. And I was so blown away by how insane
Back when he had
it
friends.
looked just like the cartoon.
Womp womp.
And I was like, wow, arcade game graphics are so much better than home console, video game graphics. I gotta come to arcades from now on. That was it. Yeah, absolutely.
So you're a graphics nut job from the very beginning. Good to know.
All right, guys. I guess that's a wrap for the podcast. We talked about everything I needed to talk about. We got the subjects done. So, quick reminder:
you're gonna go use the bathroom.
Next week will be very interesting because not only will we have Hogwarts Legacy, but we're gonna have a special Super Bowl event this coming Saturday. And it looks like this Super Bowl Sunday, I am poised to doing my big announcement of the new project that I'm doing. It's gonna be my major stream on Sunday. Okay, I'm excited for this. Obviously. I hope you guys are excited for it too. And that's it. That's going to be my major stream for Sunday. And then no late stream on Sunday.
That where his big recorder started sitting outside the arcade?
React videos. And then Monday we're back to normal gameplay. Okay? So if you've been waiting, what is this big announcement? What is this new thing Phil is going to be doing? It's all going to happen. It'll start this Sunday. Let's put it that way. Okay? Nienna says, I'm not excited because I don't know what it is. Well, all the more reason for you to tune into the big announcement on Sunday to know what it is and then get excited once you know. There you go. Correct. Andy Young says, you're joining 343 Industries to save Halo. That is absolutely correct. How did you know? Now, wait a minute. Hold on a second here. I just said I'm ending the podcast, and now people start tipping. I think I see what's going on here. We have to end the show so I can play games, all right? It looks like Carliga took the dollar and says, it's funny how hypocritical Sony fans are. Sony's been trying to spear Microsoft for potential exclusivity. They themselves have secured yet another bullshit timed exclusive quest in Hogwarts. Oh, did they? I didn't even know that. I had no clue about that. If you guys had said something about it, maybe I would have gotten Hogwarts on PS5. I didn't even know that existed. So I got it on Xbox. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I do have one final topic I need to talk about. Yeah.
Stall. I don't want to be Mr. Stall.
Another dollar tipper says, are you afraid of pronoun issues playing Harry Potter? No, I don't care. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about idiots who want to try to fucking do dumb shit. They could go to hell. I just don't care. Okay. One final thing, and then we will conclude the show here. Okay? I have been getting questioned, all right, by various people. And here's the question I'm getting asked, all right? Where's all the money going? Where are all my offshore accounts? No, that's not the question. I'm just kidding. The question is, have you noticed that in the last 1 to 2 months, basically everything I play now on stream is on Xbox, okay? That last year, it seemed like I made a concerted effort to split my efforts between my Xbox Series X and my PS5, and I would back and forth go between the consoles, and I'd say that is very true. If you take a look at the stuff that I was doing last year versus this year. Now, I will say this. If you take a look, a lot of the stuff that I was playing on PS5 actually was PS5 exclusive or for some reason had an advantage on PS5. That's why I had PS5 stuff balanced with Xbox. Now, when it comes to games that are cross-platform, what I've noticed is that most of them, if not all of them, perform identically or very close to identically on each console. Like, the difference is so negligible, it doesn't matter which console you're playing a cross-platform game on, they're going to look the same for the most part, okay? Now, why have I been choosing all the games on Xbox Series X over PS5? PS5. There's a few reasons.
Because the Game Pass gives you free games. That's all you care about.
I love this controller. This controller is epic. It feels so good in my hands.
I love the PS5 controller. PS5 controller is great.
I really like the Xbox controller. I've told you this ever since Xbox 360 era. I like the Xbox controllers over the PlayStation. I just always have. I think it's a strength that Xbox has over PlayStation. So that's personal preference. I'm not objectively saying this is better than the PlayStation controller. I'm saying I like this better. So, subjectively, I like this more. That's number one. Number two, I get surround sound out of my Xbox Series X. Not great surround sound, but it is surround sound.
It's fake surround sound.
So, if I'm playing a game that's action-based, or I need to hear around me, I need to hear where things are coming from, I need to use my Xbox. If I play on my PS5, I just get glorified stereo. Why? Because PS5 doesn't do dual audio out. That is a shortcoming of the console. Xbox Series X does. I can get audio out to the stream for you guys and surround sound out of the controller. If I try to do that with PlayStation, it mutes my controller. So you guys either don't hear audio on the stream or I can't hear the game. So I have to do this audio splitting technique to get audio out of it, and it's not surround. So that's a problem. Sorry, but Sony skimped on the PS5 and removed certain features for no good reason. Okay, just being honest. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Outside of that, is there really any other reason? Not really. Besides, there just haven't been any exclusives. If there were exclusives that I had to play on PS5, I'd be playing them on there. But there just haven't been any exclusives. If you take a look, no Xbox and new PS5. The only thing I would say is some of the games I've been playing on Game Pass. For example, Hi-Fi Rush, that's a Game Pass game. So obviously, I'm going to be playing that on Xbox, right?
Exactly. You're gonna keep playing on
There's been
Xbox
a
no matter
few
what
other,
because it's free, guys.
Game Pass
To
games
me,
over the last several
me.
months that has been, Xbox. So of course I'm going to play it on there. But outside of that, I guess some people are upset because basically they're like, last year you basically balanced your content between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, and we liked that. Now it seems like you're just Xbox, Xbox, Xbox every single stream. And it almost seems like I'm biased. I mean, I'm not really biased. Personally,
I just like the one that gives me free games, so I don't have to pay any money while you give me all the money.
And you'll likely be perfectly happy with either console. They perform great. They have a good library of games. I do feel that the Game Pass is a better deal than PlayStation Plus. I think that Game Pass is offering more games and more services than PlayStation Plus Premium. In fact, they just announced in May the PS4 games that are on PS Plus Premium Collection are being removed permanently. Don't ask me why. It sounds like a bad idea, like they're idiots for doing it, but whatever. But that's the point I'm making is if I'm gonna be someone who
I'm surprised maybe
every
from his
day,
mommy's house.
and I'm gonna look for a console ease of use. Xbox is it for me. I've got Game Pass games. I've got hot new releases. I've got surround sound. I got the controller I like. Just being honest, when I play between PS5 and Xbox, I have to switch everything. I have to switch the HDMI cables, switch the Ethernet cables, get it all around. Also, this is also an interesting factoid. The Xbox controller I run on a rechargeable battery pack, and I have two of them. One is always charged as a backup, and one is in the controller. When this dies, I charge that one, and I pop in the backup. So whenever I run low on battery on Xbox, I have a backup. I'm good to go. You can't do that on PS5. On PS5, the battery's built in, so if your battery dies, you're fucked. You have no charge. Now, I do have a USB cable I can plug into my laptop and do it that way, but...
Exactly, you plug it in. Just plug it in, DSP. Well, or, guys, the cord is too short. They have specific 10-foot long cords. You can sit 10 feet away and still play on PlayStation while having your controller plugged in, so it charges the entire time.
Still, the point is, it's ease of use. It's actually easier for me to always be using the Xbox than it is to always be using the PS5. It's just a harder way. The way they engineered the controller, the way that they took away dual sound out, they did weird things with the console that doesn't make sense to me. But again, I'm not hating on PS5. I think it's a good console. I do. But, I'm going to be honest. I'm just having a better time overall with the Xbox. It seems like it's the go-to console. And this flips every single console gen. 2 console gens ago, it was Xbox 360 for me. Entire last console gen, it was PS4. I barely ever touched my Xbox One. Almost never, right? It was like a dead console for me. And now this console gen, it just seems like I'm doing Series X now, and that's okay. And again, when there are reasons to go back to PS5, I will. Right now, I don't see the purpose on buying a game on PS5 when I know I'm going to likely enjoy it a little bit more on Series X because of the controller and the surround sound, So why would I do that? And I get it because some people are like, well, you're an Xbot then. You're a fanboy. I'm not. I'm really not. I don't have any loyalty to either company or either console. I don't really care. I just want to have the better experience, and that's how I'm getting it. Other people might be getting a better experience on PS5, and that's okay. Let them. I think they're both really great consoles. So I hope that people won't take offense because there's a couple people who are like fans who are like, I don't like the fact that you play everything on Xbox. You should be balancing it. I'm like, yeah, but what? I'm not saying that PlayStation sucks or anything. You know what I mean? I'm just doing what's best for me. And everyone should be doing what's best for them,
And by best for me is you give me money.
Looking at the top of and pawing my file cabinet, I think he saw the football, and he's interested to see what that pigskin is. Yeah, he is. He's like looking at it, wondering what it is. He's like, what is that thing up there? He's looking at it from all directions. He's like, what is that up there? It's a football. It's an American football. It's not an international football. Okay, that would be a soccer ball.
Okay.
Very different. Okay. All right, and then I got another $5 tip from Super Snow Carl.
Now he's happy he's getting all the tips, guys.
Honestly, Phil, my take on Hogwarts is you can believe what you want to believe. We live in America. I was raised as a creationist. Does that mean I should beg to boycott anyone who believes in evolution? Again, there's a difference between, I disagree with you and therefore I choose to boycott myself versus literally dictating what other people should be doing. All right? And I think that's messed up. So here's the thing. Because, again, I want people to understand the situation and the hypocrisy here. All right?
Hypocrisy
If you
called
are a
DSP.
conservative Christian person and you feel that homosexuality is wrong and an affront to God, and you feel that trans people are wrong and it's what's the word? I guess if it's against religion, it's blasphemy, right? Oh, it's an affront to God. It's a blasphemy. If you believe that, all right, I can't stop you. I disagree with you staunchly, okay? I can't stop you from believing that, right? I can try to maybe convince you otherwise, but if you want to believe that, there's really nothing I can do about it, all right? But you have the right to believe that. That's kind of the case in humanity. Everyone has a right to believe what they want to believe, right? Freedom of thought, rather than being told what to think. Freedom of thought.
So today he finally gets, and finally admits that he's just throwing all his money to W champions.
Those people,
you're so addicted. We feel so bad for you. Here's more money.
Say, oh, no one else may think that way, because if they do, they're wrong. So I must change the world. And if you think that way, if you believe homosexuality or that trans people are okay, right? If you believe that, you're evil and you're wrong. It's my job now to bring down that whole corrupt society that's ruining our children. See what I mean? Do you see the difference? You have your own personal belief system. That's what you believe. That's what you live on. Okay, fine. But now when you project that onto others, that's when you've gone too far. And that's also, it's the literal exact situation going on with this situation with Hogwarts Legacy. If you believe that J.K. Rowling is offensive to the trans community and very bad for them and hurting them, that's fine. You have the right to boycott Hogwarts Legacy. And you can tell others, hey.
But don't tell me, what to do, guys.
But this is what I feel. But the moment that you start demanding that people boycott it, and you say that they're offensive if they're not, and they don't care about trans people if they play it, that's ridiculous. That's insane projection, and that's when you've gone too far. You've literally fought fire with fire. That is the wrong mentality. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same.
Here's the thing, though. Firefighters actually do use fire to fight fire. When there's a wildfire burning in California, you know what they'll do? They'll go, all right, well, it's spreading this way. They'll go a mile ahead of it, burn a line of trees. That way, when the wildfire gets there, the trees that would burn are already gone because they're already burned down. Now the fire stops because it can't jump to the next part because there's nothing there for them to burn. I.e., fighting fire with fire.
Bad thing as the people you disagree
you're supposed
with.
to end his pre-stream 20 minutes ago, but he's still ranting and raving.
People not own mirrors.
Begging for money.
I guess
not.
Doesn't
use that money. He really does.
So there you go. Okay. All right, guys. It is now time to end the show. We went way too long. It's time to end the podcast. Thank you for watching.
Yes, you did go way too long. By the way,
it's that time of year. Love is in the air, and I wish you all a very happy romance season.
Oh, meet that shit. God, one of his pay pigs actually made that for him. It looks so bad. Like, no one needs to see that face on a baby's body. Like, what the fuck? This is bad, and you should feel bad. Is it done yet? What is he doing now?
You have to pee before we start, but we are going to start here with Hi-Fi Rush in a second.
He's got to go to the bathroom, guys. You can't possibly start the game now.
Last time that I played this, we went from over 300 people on the podcast to less than 200. It also would be great if you like Hi-Fi Rush if you could support the stream, because I am a little nervous that basically now everyone's going to leave. But I already played 5 hours. I said I'm going to go a little. I want to go further. I want to see if I can beat it. Maybe this is a horrible misstep. Maybe I shouldn't. But you know, I make lots of mistakes in life. I guess this is one of them, right? I don't know what else to say. All right, let's take a brief break for me to use the restroom, and then when I come back, I'm not going to monetize you. I'm just going to mute the mic. And when I come back in a minute, then we're going to jump into Hi-Fi Rush and continue on. Okay, guys? Thanks. I'll be right back.
Won't even play shitty fan art. Just leave them in silence. Nothing. There we go. Mute the microphone before I cough on the DSP. I'll be ending the stream once it actually starts the gameplay, but technically he's not started the gameplay yet. 2 hours, no gameplay. You guys are expecting me to start playing the game within 2 hours of starting the stream, guys. Can't possibly play the game after only 2 hours of talking. Need to kill more time. We need to stall. So we sit and wait in anticipation of him coming. It'd be nice if I could take a break after only 2 hours of work. Now I gotta sit there for 5 hours until I get a break. How dare they? Sit. It's our chat to sit. Sit there and stare into. Gee, for a 1 minute break, it's been over 4 minutes. Going on 5. Did he drop dead on the toilet like Elvis? I mean, he is the king of hate. He's the king, and the king dies on the throne. Over 5 minutes now, just sitting here with nothing. I was behind where he was because of me stopping and ranting and all that. Get that gin. Oh, during garage golf last night with my friends. I was like, man, I need to go to the bathroom. Like, dude, you only had like 1 minute to set up your ball and all that. And you're next to this guy's like, I'll be quick. Yeah, he obviously didn't go inside the house. He just went outside.
Wow, we lost 50 viewers while I was peeing. And I can't imagine how many we're going to lose when I boot this game. All right, guys. Well,
almost 6 minute break.
Let's get started. Actually, now it's so weird. Now it feels cold in here. So now I feel like I should close my window a little bit before we start. Usually I have the window open and the fan on, but it feels really cold in here today. Like maybe it's.
Remember, you're supposed to start at 1:45 Eastern. It's now 3:40. Oh, actually 3:52 Eastern.
48. It doesn't feel whatever. Oh, you know what? It's
2 hours and 8 minutes.
That might be it. All right, I'm gonna close my window a little bit. Then we're gonna get started.
He refuses to play the game. Fucking hilarious.
Might be the rain. Okay. All right. The longest piss record has been broken. Do I have a heater? I mean, we have heat in the house, but sadly, the heat doesn't really reach this room. Not that it needs to, because this room is so full of electronics that if I close,
you leave on
24/7,
so they just heat up the room for you.
You know what? I'm gonna close the window, and if it gets stuffy, I'll open it again. But it actually feels so cold in here. I want to close this window.
Stall. We'll be going on to 2 hours and 10 minutes, and he's still not booted up the game or started playing it.
What are you doing, Jasper?
Oh no, he's gonna get distracted by the cat guy. It's not his fault he got distracted by the cat.
He's so confused. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he wants to stay in here, if he wants to go out into the hallway, go hang out in the bedroom. What do you want to do? Jasper, what do you want to do today?
Get away from you?
Stay with me? He's confused. Okay.
Run, Jasper, run.
Is the rain heavy right now? No, it's just like a very light drizzle out there. But it made the room very cold. Okay.
Less than 2 minutes away from...
Excuse me.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
All right. Oh, we already lost more viewers. Great. Keep leaving in droves. Still playing games. Ugh. Get that out of here. Go back to talking. So what I mean, I really feel like as I'm getting older,
drunk.
He
doesn't do drugs, so he can't be stoned.
Doing other things than just playing games, you know.
Well, I guess he could be snorting Adderall.
I feel that way. And that's fine. I still like playing games. I'm still going to play them, but it seems like, you know, people are going to want me to diversify my time a lot more.
See you, Shao. I'll be leaving shortly as well.
Steak sandwiches.
Waiting for him to actually start playing the game, which he hasn't yet.
So steak sandwiches is the gaming. Cool. All right. So we are heading into a new stage. Yes, we're heading into stage, we're in the middle of a stage. That's right. We're in the middle of a stage. Yes.
Only took him 2 hours and 10 minutes to actually start the game. Congratulations, DSP. You're a true gamer. See ya, Q-Dag. And with that, guys, I'll be leaving myself as well because I don't watch his gameplay. His gameplay is boring as hell. Because he doesn't like playing games. He hates video games. It's fucking hilarious. This Mister, I'm the real gamer, guys. Well, she actually hates video games. So that I'm gonna be leaving for this, anyways. But I might be coming back later with Hollow Knight. I'm pretty sure I'm near the end, so I might actually beat it today. Means I'll then have to try to figure out what I play next. First world problems. With that, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, give me some catnip, and have one hell of a day.